Hey class, today we're going to be working with still life compositions and moving from value studies to color studies. First one we're going to do is a value study. Let's check out the light box and see what we have in store today. As we look at what we're doing, I've set up a simple still life of a triangular kind of configuration here. We're going to be doing three different compositions. This was the first. If you want to go more simple, that's completely fine. I'm going to speed up this drawing process when we're going to be starting from blocking in. As you see, we have a light at about a 45-degree angle. We have our light box set up. I have some really interesting shadows taking place here. One with the lit side of the cup being in the dark side of the box value over here. Over here we have this kind of red pear that's actually placing a shadow onto the lit side of the container. And so we have some very interesting verticals, horizontals, and diagonals happening with this kind of oblong triangular composition. So from here, I'm going to speed up the video so you can see kind of a blocking in portion of it for the drawing, and then we're going to move right into a value study. Hey class, welcome back. Mehr here. I just started out with getting paint all over my shirt, so if you are cleaning up brushes and whatnot, please be sure to have like maybe an apron or something that might help you out, so if you don't want to ruin your clothes. We're going to start with the drawing that we just had previously, and we're going to start doing a value study. So without further ado, I'm going to go right into it. To kind of state where we're at, because this whole entire paper is white, what I am going to do is actually start going with the darker values and moving to the gray values all the way to the lighter values, which will be probably right over here. But I want to kind of try to be as true to what I'm seeing. So sometimes if you look closely, just try squinting your eyes with me right now. If you squint, you start seeing that not all of these bright lighter values are that bright. For instance, the background isn't that bright, but this is definitely brighter than the background. This pear is like this dark red, so its lightness is actually darker than the background. So this is darker than that, but also the darkerness of the background is lighter than this. So this is how we're going to go back and forth and essentially try to go to these different values. Maybe the darkest value we have is up in this lid based on the darkness of this versus the darkness of that. So what we're going to do here is actually start painting what we're seeing and moving from general kind of dark like shadows, like key in some of the shadows, and then moving into our lighter grays and then to our lighter tones at the very end. We can start to poke those out a little bit as we go along, but we're going to do it from general to specific. Is that where we're going to be moving? So here we go. I'm going to try to speed up this video too. Hey class, welcome back. As you can see, I kind of just finished off some of the tones of the still life here. I want to encourage you guys to look for shadows. Even if we simplify the composition with, say, even a little bit more simplified composition, less items, however you do it, I just hope that what you are looking for here is essentially arranging them in a way that actually the objects are speaking to one another, and also that there's some really interesting light things happening. There is such interesting light things happening when you look at fruit, this mug over here, how the you can see how the reflected light goes around on the corner over here. The shadows are never always completely, they're never completely just solid, but they have light in them as well. So if you can see this, this is kind of what we're wanting to go with. Not necessarily proportion or realism, but what we're really going for is looking at light, being able to compose, and using that in our paintings and simplifying. The scene is very, very simplified, and you get to control all the parameters. So have fun. I think we're going to be doing 3 of these, depending on how it goes, maybe 2. If you wanted to do more objects, or if you wanted to simplify and maybe do less objects and be more about the objects themselves, let's do 3 of those. And then if you do a larger ones with more complex composition elements, then let's just do 2.